teams here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Baby, let's go. Let's go. Set, ready. 18 Gator. I got you.
On first down, Samuel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Martinez. He gets it to Thomas. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 51's Mike. Mike Delta. You must be dreaming. Check. Lucky.
Operating from the gun. Martinez. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 42-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
27-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, lady. Tighten up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down.
55, ready, go!
Back to throw, Martinez. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster, 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
We got to get the ball. Red 80. Let's go. Red 80. Check. Hey, Alpha. Mike's 59.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Open man there is Malone. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Red 80. Mike 55. Hey, Delta. 55. Hey, eat.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Saints nothing.
Mike, check. 59. I can't believe Red 80. I can't believe they even let you play. Red 80. Hey, seam 6. He's coming. We got double up. Whip. Watch the whip. Check. Fresno. Mike's 5'9". Mike.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. Now this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south.
To throw is Martinez. Operating from the gun. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And take it right on the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
59, Mike. Check, 59. Oh, you got deep?
Right back to him on 1st down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Samuel, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. Mike 51, Mike 51. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. 51's a Mike. And go.
Martinez now throwing again. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Martinez from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 2nd down and 10, Darnold. That's caught. It's Malone. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Slick. Red 80. Switch. Switch. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3.
Saints 10, Seahawks 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit later. Looking to throw. Martinez. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Martinez. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Martinez from the gun, he'll throw. Looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Bang, bang! Out, 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 out!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
59's Mike, 59's Mike.
Darnold from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. It's Malone. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Check, crunch, 52.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let him know. Let him know. Red 80. 55's mine. Hey, wahoo. Red 80. Check three.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That's how you score.
A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that... Sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Thomas, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
What we got?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
24. Seahawks 3. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Block it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And Thomas has it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Check 55, Mike. Go, go, go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Guys, 4 down.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your package.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. No, lady. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm trying to.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Malone. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Bound to lose one. Check red 80. Check 37. We go red 80.
Now Darnold. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Green 80. Spot that. You ain't got nothing. Hey, check Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Going for Metcalf. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And to give this time to the tailback. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Lady, jam. Red 80. Bravo. 55. No, 80. Come on, D. He's coming. Double attack.
Darnold now to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Alert 3.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
And it's 3 and out.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. So a risky move that does not pay off. And Charles, you take it from the defensive perspective, they had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we can see this thing pile up as we go on.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
The Seahawks take over first.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Thomas has got it, complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At the 32-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over first and 10. At their own 13-yard
Getting
line.
set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop it.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
yeah.
who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Seahawks take over first
Get ready,
and 10
get ready, get ready.
at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
55. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Today's final score is
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Yo.
The good news, the rain...
I got to turn the audio off on my... Yeah.
Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
I got one. Hey, switch gears.
On first down, Dobbins, 4 yards the result of the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
We want it. Come to my world.
On second down, Dobbins, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
15. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Cut.
Guy 7, let's go. Mike 55.
Yellow. I got you.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to look deep, trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here we go. 50, check, 55, Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
Throwing on first down. Richmond. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, watch the slant.
2nd and long. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down and 3.
Let's go now. Go to base. I got it.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
You got 3.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
In your face.
Switch.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have you ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
First and 10.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10.
Slow. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
From the gun, Richmond. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. He finds an opening past the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school at one of my...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
44-yard line.
Ready? 60 yards. Right here. Watch tight end. We got 4.
On first and 10, Richmond. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Amani Hooker. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Fournette, a first down carry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
You're trash.
From the gun on 3rd down. Richmond, he wants it all for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them special.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st down, Dobbins. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
The kicker on.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
2nd quarter now. Titans in possession of the football. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
7 brings up 3rd and 5.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw. Richmond. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's been a long day for you. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes, and that's incomplete. There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Check right. Watching your guard. Rip left, rip left.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Don't be scared of it.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get. Travel. Go trot. Mike 5-5. Yeah. Mike 5-5. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
To throw again. Richmond. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
You better bring it. Delta. Mike 55. Mike 55. Crunch time, defense. Leo, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Richmond. And that will be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
Now that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And this will be taken at the 13. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Yellow. That's a line. Eat. You better be afraid of me. Yellow. Be afraid of me. Foxtrot. 55. Mike 55. Hey, check Mike.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. They had nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Titans.
Great job, man.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
I'm letting you know right now.
Now Leonard Fournette.
Switch.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Hey, 52 right here. Tackles.
They'll try and sneak it here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That's it, baby.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, third and goal.
Joker.
They'll try and run with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out here in the eye. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Leonard. Denied on fourth and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job 1 paramount because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
You ain't doing nothing.
Operating from the gun, Richmond. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Back to the air on second down. Richmond toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. So we got man.
Where's 52?
From the gun, Richmond. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it first and 10.
Kill. Sponge. No.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for DJ Moore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
defense. Hey, defense, let's go.
Yellow.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Scene 6.
Not today. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 41-yard line.
Come on, QB, come on.
Off the bootleg. Richmond. They'll roll him out right. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Richmond. Flushed out right. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
The 6-yard line.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away, and the Jaguars get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Showing it.
15.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. I'm coming.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. You ain't going nowhere.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It's going to be a long...
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Shift, watch the shift.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's on.
Nice hit.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the bootleg, Richmond sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The Jaguars on 3rd down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Richmond. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Back to throw. Richmond. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, guy, 55.
Yeah. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun,
Let's go,
Richmond. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jaguars on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Richmond. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Richmond. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Looking to throw, Richmond. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Jaguars 16.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Attack!
Check 24. Watch 24.
Pilot 64, weak.
Hey, color.
Mahomes going to throw. He completes it to Henry. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Twist.
15.
Alpha.
Attack!
Check. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55.
Hey, 43, 15.
Mike, 55. Check.
Orbit.
Woohoo! Check. 55 to Mike.
Right side.
Check. 55 to Mike.
Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last...
It got his man complete. 20, 10, and at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
10. Check 24. Back.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown on the season. As his guy, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. 16 cars, and 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ain't ball like this, man, Lord. Pass the big skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth, friend. count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more. Tell him we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what a point to guard.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like think you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know
it's time to get it lit. We got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, peak flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?